Good morning, Vietnam. No, I'm sorry, wrong show. Hey, thanks for tuning in on this mellow Friday, where it's not 9,000 degrees out. I'm sitting here with my favorite sidekick, as always. Marla, you are looking just fabulous. I got to put you on top of a cake right now. I mean, you got
Wow,
the
it
lip
gets
sting,
better,
and
better.
I mean, you even have that like I'm going to the club with the sequence outfit going on there. That's
Oh,
what
thanks for noticing.
I love
Fashion
it.
first
and you're
Friday.
and you're matching, the purple with the man. I tell you, this girl's got it going on.
Well, thank you. I'm so happy to be here. I love it.
And as always, directly from the Witness Protection Program, Ray Thomas himself, ladies and gentlemen. I can't tell you his real name because I don't want you to key his car.
Or slip my tires again,
or slide your tires.
You know,
you Casanova, you.
It's the weekend release program.
Yeah. Okay. So listen, I'm just curious. That person who, messed up your car, you weren't messing with their wife or anything, were you?
To the best of my knowledge, no.
She didn't tell you she was married?
Well, yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Was it a boy? Was it a guy that did it? Or was it a girl?
I don't know. Did you find out who did it?
No, I never found out.
Okay. You never found out.
See, I thought it was in my brain. The story that I came up with in my head was that it was like a jolted lover.
Exactly.
That's what I thought. It was a woman.
You think you could just sleep with me and just leave me?
Right. No pancakes in the morning.
Who do you think you are? Some big shot radio guy?
I think she did the song before he cheats, first.
Oh, that one.
I think
Are you admitting that you were a cheater? Wait, what is going on here?
No, but I don't know. Maybe I have no idea.
I think he just disqualified from one of these shows that you're casting, right? You want nice people that don't cheat on married people.
Whoa, I'm not a cheater.
Okay. Good.
You're not?
No. All right. We don't want to give bad name. We don't want to,
Yeah. So sitting in between wondering what the hell did he get himself into? I have a very special guest from Gordon and Partners, Mr. Ed Monroe.
Howdy,
How are you, buddy?
Good, man. How are you?
Hey, man, that's a nice place you got there by Okeechobee Road off Military and everything.
Yeah, you plead the fifth on that one, buddy.
Hey, welcome. Ed's a great friend, and we're going to talk about what Gordon and Partners do for veterans, because a lot of veterans out there need help, and they do a lot of great things. And we're doing a fundraiser tomorrow at Double Roads. Carmine's going to be there, Marla.
Oh, he is.
Yes, it was his birthday yesterday. 101 years old.
It was his birthday. I cannot believe this man is 101 years old. Like, how does that even happen?
I don't know.
And he drives.
I
don't understand.
Yeah,
he drives.
I don't
get that.
Hey, Ray, what's with the echo? Are we being investigated by the FINRA or the SEC or something?
Not today.
No. I feel like we're getting ready to be boomed up into a spaceship.
What is that?
It does feel very Club 54 here, Studio 54.
Okay.
All right, wait.
Try that.
All right. Same.
It's the same.
So you know why Ray's all relaxed? Because today is, what day is it today, Ray Thomas?
It's National Relaxing Day.
National Relaxing Day.
Don't you feel relaxed?
Yeah,
I
do.
don't.
But
I did not have a relaxing day.
Uh,
It was very.
You had a brutal week, right?
I had a brutal week. It was not a relaxing day or week, but I will tell you what's funny when he said the National Relaxation Day. I feel like this is something I should know, because every year for the last, oh my God, at least 10 or 15 years, every year, I make a National Day calendar with like funny photos of like my family and friends for my parents.
Okay.
Like, I've been doing it since, even like since before my father passed away, and now I still have to do it because my mom still wants it, so I always do these fantastic calendars, and it literally takes me like 75 hours. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, it takes like 100 hours to make.
Do you relax?
No, I don't.
It's probably why I didn't know that today.
Yeah, I didn't know. Maybe
I'm
I didn't
just
even use
asking, I mean, you don't need caffeine.
No.
You got it going on.
Yes.
So okay. What about you, Ed? Do you relax much?
Never.
Okay.
100 miles an hour all the time.
So
I like it.
Ed is a fellow veteran like me. He's a Marine.
Thank you,
which
for your
means
service.
that us Army guys, we don't really count, but well, they'll speak to us, right?
Well, I get to double dip. So basically, I was active duty Marine Corps.
Okay.
And then I also did a 6-year stint in the Army Reserves.
Oh wow!
See, he got wise and said, "Yo, I want some better bases to go to. I'm joining the Army." Right.
See, you're talking trash, but honestly,
too bad John's not here.
Come on.
John's
How many Marine? Come on, they don't send you to great stuff, do they? I mean,
no.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling the truth. Okinawa is one of the. I guess it's kind of cool there, right? I mean,
it's all right.
But the Army, we're like, luxury resorts compared to what you guys have.
Yeah.
That's why, you guys
Marine Corps,
our stones.
Yeah, Marine Corps pretty much gets all the Army hand downs. And once you guys
There you
break
go.
all the vehicles, beat up all the guns,
That's
and they hand them down to us to kind of make do.
So, you saw some action, and thank you for your service. And you came back. Tell everybody the story of how you got involved with Gordon and Donner as a veteran, and what you're all doing for veterans.
Yeah, so I really kind of fell into this line of work, if you will, completely by accident. I had gotten medically separated from the Marine Corps back in 2005, and long story short, basically I had found a wallet at a gas station, took the wallet with me, dug through the wallet, found a phone number, called the phone number, and it happened to be the guy who was still in town. His daughter lived near me, came to the house, and he saw that I had a Marine Corps sticker on the back of my truck. And he's like, "Hey, have you been to the VA yet? Have you done anything?" And I'm like, nobody told me to go to the VA. So this was, 2005 or 2006 at this point. And I go to the VA, I go to the Disabled American Veterans, the nonprofit a lot of people have heard of. And it just so happened that in order to begin doing the work of being a service officer and that sort of stuff, they were recruiting, because their criteria is that you have to be a disabled veteran in order to work as a service officer. So they hit me up and they're like, "Would you like a job?" And I was like, "Do I got to do this whole shirt and tie thing that you're doing?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's kind of part of the gig." And I'm like, "I'm sorry."
So they wanted you to wear a suit and tie?
Right. And I turned it down. I actually turned it down the first time.
Oh my God, are you serious?
What is that about? I mean, what?
It was just too messy for me at the time.
Hey, listen, we want you to help homeless and disabled people, but you got to wear a suit, okay?
Because you have to make them feel worse.
Because you have to make them feel worse, exactly.
Right.
Excuse me, can I help you?
Right. So I go back, 6 months goes by. They help me file my claim and everything like that. It turns out that the VA employee that had my file, that was in charge of it, quit, got fired or something like that. And my file literally got lost in a desk. So 6 months later, I go back, and the DAV guy literally, I'm kind of being a little bit of a jerk with the VA. I'm being a nuisance in the main office. And they call my representative, pull him in. He takes me in the back, tells me to sit down and shut up. And he runs around all over the VA to get things squared away. And when he got back, hands me my paperwork, and he's like, "It's done, absolutely done." And I was like, "Wow, man, that's awesome."
So did he go like, Tony Montana Scarface? "Hey, Ernie, you want a job?"
Well, then the second time, yeah. So then that's the second time I'm in the office.
Tony, I'll take a job. Okay, you start tomorrow. Okay,
that's exactly how it went.
What about the suit and tie? Did we still have to wear the suit and tie?
Still did the shirt and tie.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So
what? Why? I don't understand that. What?
I'm not a fancy guy, man. Like a polo's a stretch for me sometimes. I'm a jeans and t-shirt guy.
I used to wear suits all the time, and then I did that flip, and I said to the client, "Hey, what do you like?" "Well, I'll tell you the truth. You look more comfortable and less intimidating when you're not in a suit and tie." So that makes no sense that you're dealing with disabled, homeless people that have
It wasn't so much that we were doing it for the client, but a lot of times as VSOs, or even now at Gordon Partners, we're representing the client before a veterans law judge or a higher level review. So there's that kind of decorum.
In a court, of course, you're not going to show up in polos and jeans.
But so fast forward from that, that's how I ended up saying yes, I'll take the job. And I started off in like the nonprofit sector. I did a small stint working for Wounded Warrior Project as well. About 3 years ago, through the suggestion of my friend who had left the VSO world and was working for a firm, he's like, "Hey, there's firms out there that are looking for people like us," because it is a very nuanced kind of law, and it's not something that your average young attorney is going to learn in college or something like that.
Now, did you study law?
No, that's the other funny. I'm not an attorney.
So you just by finding that wallet.
Yep.
Just by stealing that wallet from that person at the gas station.
Oh, you know what?
Look.
When you return, did they give you like a little, like a tip? Like, did they give you like a thank you reward for returning the wallet?
I think the thank you reward was
the job,
career, right?
The job, a career, right?
Thank you for not killing us, sir. Thank you very much.
That's awesome.
I mean, dude, you just came out of being at war. So that must have been a bit of a shock to get assimilated back, because that's the problem with a lot of veterans, right?
Yeah.
They come back and it's like, whoa.
I would say probably the most difficult one that I had was when I got back from my last deployment to Afghanistan, and that was in the Army Reserve. So I just spent a year over there, came back home, and it was a very, very difficult adjustment process. Even knowing, like at that point, I'd been doing disability benefits for 12, 15 years. still coming back and almost having to like make myself my own client. You know what I mean? And
Right.
just kind of like take your own advice and talk to guys through the process and everything. Like
Have you met Carmine, who's going to be there tomorrow?
I have.
Okay.
I met him at the last honor flight.
Exactly. The stories he tells, they're so chilling, and he doesn't consider himself a hero because he made it back and a lot of his friends didn't.
That's the amazing thing about
and
that
I'm like,
generation.
Carmine, no, you're a hero. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You are, because you still speak to kids. You don't hate anybody. You love life. You love your country. Look at the sacrifices you made. But he's serious. He goes there, and the first day he gets knocked out from a bomb going off, and he wakes up and his two best friends are dead. So he said, how come I'm still here and they're not? And he tells a lot of stories about when he came back, he had to do the same thing, assimilate it after all that. And
Sure.
Quite frankly, he was a drunk until he goes to this sock hop and he meets the love of his life at a blind date. He stopped drinking and they were married for, 65 years or whatever until she passed away. But he was saying when he came over, it was just a culture shock to try and assimilate back into after seeing all that.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand. What's sad is we have so many veterans that are homeless.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do they have an accurate number on how many are actually homeless?
I really doubt they could, because so many go in and out. Maybe they'll go into the VA for treatment for a while, and then they'll come back somewhat stable, and then they slip back into.
And they just like, hey, I don't want help. I just want to tune out and
So
go out of
sad.
society. And these are people that put their life on the line and defended our country, and they just deserve a lot more. And we're going to talk about. I think we're going to take our first break and come back and talk about the process. If you're listening out there and you are a veteran and you want some help, you should call in 220-9788, and we'll be back in 60 seconds.
He rocked the stage. Now he's rocking your weekend. It's Denny Artache. Fridays at 5. Your weekend starts now. And we'll be right back.
At Artachi Financial Group, we really go out of our way to make our clients feel different. Different because we're fiduciaries that work for you, not any insurance company or fee-based company that's out there. So if it's investing basics, income planning, long-term care, disability, Medicare, Social Security, how to take care of your family, succession planning for businesses, insurance products, we have it all, and we explain it to you simply. And we are fiduciaries. We do work for you, not any other company. So give us a call at the office at 561-537-5897. That's 561-537-5897. Advisory services offered through Blackridge Asset Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Securities are offered through Peak Brokerage Services, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Blackridge Asset Management, LLC, and Artachi Financial Group are separate and independent entities from Peak Brokerage Services, LLC.
Spotlighting Martin County's events, energy, and entertainment. It's Fridays at 5 on 1450 WSTU. Call us at 220-9788. That's 220-WSTU. And now, your host, Denny Artache.
All right, we are back. And so if you're listening to this show, we try and keep it light and fun because there's so many serious bummer things out there in the news. And so Marla and I said, hey, let's stay away from politics and religion. There's enough of that being peddled out there. So hopefully you're having a great weekend. And I want to continue our conversation. So Ed, what you do at Gordon and Partners, there's a certain division that mostly deals with veterans that are disabled, correct? Is
Yes,
that
sir.
what you kind of do? Explain to anyone listening what that entails.
Sure. So I'm the actual department head or department director, if you will. We have a staff of 33, and that comprises of 4 outstanding attorneys and their support staff, all the way down to our completely and totally passionate paralegals, to the legal assistants and the client liaisons, the whole deal. The department is just dedicated to helping veterans. And
you have a website too for anyone listening, right? That they
Yes.
can go on for this. What is the website?
injuredveterans.com.
Injuredveterans.com.
Correct.
Injuredveterans.com. For all those veterans that are disabled and they want to know what kind of benefits, they can go to the VA. And I think what you do is there's like a VA math formula, right? To see
Yep.
what they're eligible for.
Yeah,
Explain
absolutely.
that.
So every disability, once it's service connector, once the VA determines that a disability that you currently have is
Okay.
related to your military service, there's a process that goes through that, examinations and everything. But then eventually you get assigned a percentage. And a lot of veterans get confused about the percentages because we affectionately just call it VA math ain't mathin', right? So if you think of somebody that, and the perfect example is even just visually picture, a pizza. I love pizza. Okay.
Yeah,
so
me too.
if you
Pizza
got,
and chicken wings.
you have a veteran with, most veterans would think.
Wait, I'm still thinking about
Oh,
pizza.
yeah, the pizza,
Hold on.
right? I think
Marla,
I'm-
come on. You know what you like
I
to
know.
eat.
I'm hungry.
I know,
Right?
right?
I
You
know.
had to
I'm
throw the
hungry.
pizza word in. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
know.
Sure.
Yes.
So-
Let's be serious again. Hold on.
Now, most
I wanna
veterans,
talk
if you
about pizza.
told them that they had two 50% disabilities, normally you'd go like, well, I must be 100% disabled, right? Kind of makes sort of sense.
I think most veterans, if you told them they got pizza, they'll show up and sign up for the
Absolutely.
benefits.
Pizza and beer.
And beer.
Better have
exactly.
the beer. Yeah.
Hop City Charlie, are you listening to this? Pizza for everybody.
There you go. Now picture that pizza, right? We're going to take away the first 50% disability. So now your
Okay.
pizza's in half and you're left with half a pizza, right?
Right,
So you've taken that 50% disability out. You're left with half a pie, right?
right.
What are
The
you gonna
next-
do with that pizza?
Eat it.
We'll get to that
Not
later.
gonna
Okay.
share
Right.
it.
So you have that last bit of pizza, and
Yeah.
there's half a pizza.
Yeah.
You're going to take 50% of that away. Okay.
You're not left
So
with
now
very
you-
much pizza to eat.
So now you have
You have
75%
breadsticks left over, or
Right. Now you have 75 of your pizza gone, or 75% of your disabilities. The VA rounds up to the nearest 10. So that leaves a veteran with two 50% disabilities, that 1/4 of the pie, or 75%
but based
disabled.
on what? What is the amount that they're looking to get? Like, is there a set standard? Like, hey, full disability pays $3,000 a month.
Yes. So there is bracketing to that. So
There is. Okay.
So 100% disability, depending, and there's all kinds of different variables that go into that.
Okay.
We're actually getting ready to launch our on our website a disability calculator, which is going to
Okay.
be really helpful, so people can kind of
Wow.
plug their numbers in and kind of get a ballpark of where they're at and figure out if they want to work with us or not. But really, the 100% is right around $4,000 a month, and that's like a
Okay.
totally disabled individual.
Okay. Real similar to regular disability with Social Security.
Sure. Yeah. it's
Because
very-
what they base that on is your full retirement age benefit
Mhm.
that you can qualify and get in disability. So that's pretty good. So most of them qualify for what? About half to a quarter of that? I mean, depends on what their injury is.
Sure, it really depends. It depends on honestly what they did in service, right? You may have
Okay.
I use myself for an example. You have a parachutist, right? And if somebody that was in an airborne unit, spent a 20-year career jumping out of airplanes, they're probably going to have some feet, knee, and back problems, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now-
No kidding.
Right. So
I
it's-
still feel it just because I went to jump school. I didn't even stay in a permanent. I was like, I like the wings, but yeah, the hell with this.
and you compare that to somebody that maybe did a 4-year enlistment, that
Oh
didn't do
my
any
God.
deployments or anything
Yeah.
like that. However, there is a lot of stuff that's been in the news lately, and a lot of things that the VA is trying to do a better job of focusing on is toxic exposure, right? So
Yes.
you can have a jet engine mechanic that maybe didn't deploy or didn't go anywhere, but they're exposed to jet fuel, jet exhaust,
Oh,
benzene,
yeah.
all the chemicals and stuff like that.
Right.
And they
Puts them at
develop
risk.
like livers and
Mhm.
liver issues and cancers and different things of that nature. So it's, we find ourselves often trying to like kind of reinforce the need to claim for some of our veterans that maybe didn't go anywhere, right? Or didn't deploy. A lot of times we have to kind of convince them like, hey man, you're eligible to file this claim
Exactly.
just as much as anybody else. is,
Exactly.
You have
Listen,
to talk them into
I
it.
know veterans that they're not even using the VA. I'm like, what's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not, I didn't retire. Yeah, no, you served. You can get help. And I don't get free benefits. I mean, I have co-pays and stuff. You have to be pretty broke to get
Mhm.
everything free.
And I've been around to a lot of VAs. That VA that you guys have down here in Palm Beach is
Very good.
absolutely
One of the best in
ones
the
I've heard
country.
of.
Absolutely. And the thing about it, it's good because President Trump had passed that law some years ago. They refer me out to outside doctors if they're too full because they don't want you to wait 60 to 90 days to see someone, which is
the choice program.
Yeah, yes. Some of these other VAs, I've heard stories where they were waiting 3 months just to see a doctor.
That's
We don't have
terrible.
that problem in the West Palm Beach one. We really don't. Not that I'm really sick. Well, at least not physically.
They have a mental health program.
They
too.
do have a mental health program.
Speaking
But
of which,
the problem is most of the ones running them are more crazy than I am. So it's kind of like a fat person giving me diet tips. I'm not going to listen to him, okay? Not to insult you if you're a healthcare professional at the VA, but you need some help, okay?
let's hope they're not listening.
Yeah, I hope they're not listening. Call 9788-220-9788. But, that's really great. And you did mention something to me, P&T. What does that stand for in the grand scheme of things?
Sure, that's another one that veterans kind of get confused about. And I think that's why we were talking about it. So P&T is when I explain it to a client, I basically say this is an unofficial agreement between you and the VA. You don't file any more claims.
Okay.
We're not going to ever review your file again, look for potential reductions or anything else like that. P&T you can earn two different ways. As the VA makes a determination that your disability is so severe that you can't work,
Okay.
they will issue you a determination of individual unemployability. Think of almost like a Social Security type decision, right?
Okay.
That can be awarded at permanent and total, or once somebody gets to 100%, they can be awarded a permanent and total. And again, what that means is that the VA is never going to come back to you and say, hey, you know what? It's been 5 years. Let me bring you back in and reevaluate and see if you've gotten better or not.
They don't do that.
That once that P&T award is there, they don't do that anymore. And
So
one of the biggest
they can get the award and they can be caught,
doing cartwheels in the front
doing
yard.
cartwheels,
How do you get the PNC?
skydiving.
Like anyone can. They have to apply for that.
I think you have to be a politician or a senator, and then you qualify.
Get it.
Right, Ray? Isn't that how you get P&T?
I take the fifth.
Another one with the fifth here.
Right.
What's your name? I plead the fifth.
No.
How do you feel? I
No.
plead the fifth.
No. I'll take a fifth.
Oh, you'll take.
There you go.
A fifth of the pizza.
No, a fifth of booze. Ray Thomas.
They don't even, it's not even a measurement anymore.
For those struggling with sobriety, do not pay attention to us, okay? Being sober is the best gift you can do.
Exactly.
Trust me.
Right.
I know. I've had it both ways, and sober's much better. And that's the other problem that a lot of veterans do have. They get lost in the bottle because they can't take it anymore.
Absolutely.
And the saddest, who has the worst that I've seen because of the honor flights and all the stuff that we do with Congressman Mast? The Vietnam vets are the ones who really got the short end of the stick.
Absolutely.
Because they didn't start that war. They didn't make the rules. They would just go in there as good Americans following, hey, you're representing our country. Go there and do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when they came back, there were a lot of people that were blaming them for the Vietnam War. And because of that, a lot of them are not reaching out to get help. If you're listening, you should get help. We love you. You're heroes because you put your life on the line and you served your country. So at least tell them the website again, or give them a phone number that they could call Gordon and Donner to find out how they can qualify.
Yeah, the easiest thing to do is go to the injuredveterans.com. That'll forward you to the website. You can do a application there, or the phone number will be listed, and it will send you directly to the intake department. Funny enough, once the intake department does a kind of a pre-screening sheet, I will be the first person that you speak to.
Wow, you're like famous.
He is famous. You want to put him on one of your shows?
Maybe, except he's wearing a wedding ring.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She's actually listening.
Oh, that's right. You did say I'm sorry. I no disrespect your wife. Marla's just a matchmaker. And Marla, you're telling me before the air went on that you've been you worked hard this week. Huh?
I worked very hard this week. I
Why?
really did.
What show are you casting again that's driving you crazy?
It's not driving me crazy. It's a great show. Like, I don't want to take the show is amazing.
What is it called?
It's called Later Daters. It's
Later
on
Daters.
Netflix.
Netflix.
Now,
okay.
but season 2 is just different than season 1.
How so?
It just has a different vibe, a different feel. So if you watch season 1, it's older people. That hasn't changed. The age bracket's still the same. But you know how sometimes like the feel of season 2 is going to be different. The feel of season 2 is different. Like we're still looking for, handsome, successful, single men, and women.
Well, what about Ray Thomas here?
I'm right here.
But right now I'm only casting in LA. Right now I'm only casting in Los Angeles.
Ray, why don't you just take a trip and go out there and try out? The worst thing that can happen is you can get arrested and your face will be posted in the post office.
Oh, I get more publicity.
Absolutely.
I like that.
You have some new stalkers.
Again,
just go out there and audition.
But you know what? There's just different twists and turns in season 2, which I can't say.
So you make them do certain things?
No.
Okay.
It's really more. I'll be honest. It's more of a documentary. Like this show is definitely more documentary style.
Okay.
We just set people up on a date. Like it's not like the Golden Bachelor, which also I worked on. It's not like the Golden Bachelor where, we're sending you away from home for 6 to 8 weeks. You're going on group dates with 20 guys. People are getting eliminated. You end up engaged. It's not like that.
People would pay money just to do that. Hey, get me the hell out of here for 6 weeks.
This is not that. It's like if you just go on one date, we're setting up on a date. Okay, it's a day. And it's You're not even leaving home. You're going out on a date. Like as if you were just do it anyway. So you may as well do it with the person we're going to set you up with because they are amazing women.
I got to ask you, they show us what's on camera, but I bet when they shut the camera off, they must say some crazy things to each other.
I mean, we haven't started. I can't say that. We haven't started shooting.
No.
Oh, you mean the Golden Bachelor?
Yes.
Oh.
Come on,
I mean, the cameras are on a lot.
Are they really? They're never shut down where it goes off and said, how dare you say that? Who the hell do you think you are? Hi, how are you?
No, you see people crack. Like if we're like
that's what
in all these dating shows. You see them, but you see them crack on camera. It's not
they
like
do.
Because
do they break down and cry?
Oh my God.
Oh
yes.
my, what are they crying about?
Have
you not seen the show? Right?
No. Jeez.
Ed and I are like now best friends. We like vibe over reality shows.
I kind of saw what I was like, well, this is kind of weird. He's gonna date like 10 different girls and choose one.
Yeah.
So what? Like, how do you let him off slowly?
Well, first of all, he starts dating 25 different girls.
25 different girls. Like, are you kidding me?
But here's the thing, and you have to understand, like, because people sometimes will say, I'm thinking, oh, do you want to audition for the Golden Bachelor? Do you want to do this? And they're like, that's impossible. I could never see myself getting engaged, within 6 weeks or whatever it is. But you have no idea. You are so immersed in that world. It's like dating for like a year and a half. Like you see these people all the time, right?
And not even one girl goes, yo, what makes you think you can like have 25 women? What's so special about you?
Sure. There's always somebody.
They say that, don't they?
There's always somebody who's going to be like,
and then he's got to go through like, well, Linda, you've really inspired me, but I'm sorry, unfortunately, I've got 10 other women that I've got to go through.
Well, we don't.
They just might be better.
They don't say that. They don't say that.
What do they say?
I mean, it's just, it's really like, it's amazing.
Now I got to watch a show.
You have to watch the show because it's really amazing that you have to put yourself in this mindset to be okay with it.
But what mindset? I'm a pimp and I'm happy about that?
No.
What?
I'm not talking. No, I'm talking about as a woman. If you're one of the women.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And by the way, it reverses each season. So there's either a woman at the helm or there's a man at the helm. But when there's a man at the helm, either way, right? If you're just one of the potential daters, right?
Right. You better be good with rejection with a lot of people witnessing it.
Yes. And not only that,
you know what I mean?
You have to be okay with you're fully knowing that the person that you would like to potentially spend the rest of your life with is dating everybody else in the room.
Like that's what I'm saying.
You have to be okay with that. Now,
I'm not okay with that. Ray, you good with that?
No, but you know the definition of pimp, right?
Wait, let me think.
You know what it
programmer
is.
For radio station?
No. Player in a management position.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, that is pretty good. You are a pimp after all, aren't you?
Absolutely. I'm proud of it.
Goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Ed, what did you get yourself into, Ed?
I don't know. I'm moonwalking my way out.
You
of
are.
That yeah,
for sure. We went from helping veterans to
helping the community relax and watch some good television.
Right, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, this is not. Come on, let's relax. Let's talk politics and religion right now.
No. I do not talk politics. But it's so funny that you say that because one of the things I always ask people, regardless of which show I'm casting, right? If it's a dating show, because I do happen to cast a lot of dating shows.
Would you vote for?
No. Well, sometimes I'm curious.
Can you imagine if someone said that, I like you, Linda, but I'm sorry. You're not in the same political fence as me.
You would be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. There's a bunch of lunatics out there. You got them in front of a camera.
Yes. So many people, they feel like Well,
So
I don't want to say everybody.
All right, let
It's
me
not
ask you
everybody.
this, casting director.
Yeah.
They're in that show because they can't find someone under normal circumstance. I'm too busy.
No,
or everyone.
no.
What is it then?
No.
So what attracts them to?
It's a different avenue.
Well,
Because
no,
a
I
lot of the
know.
people that are on, listen, they're good looking. They have
Okay.
money.
Yes.
They have really everything going. They come from good families.
So then what's the,
it's a different avenue. If you had the opportunity to potentially meet the person of your dreams, wouldn't you take it? No matter what avenue it was?
But
yes, you would. Because you know what? Some people are sick of doing the dating apps, even though they meet 100 men or 100 women a day. Some people are sick of going to a restaurant or a nightclub or a bar to sit at a bar and be like, oh, you look so happy today. Can I buy you a drink? They don't want to do that. You know what I mean? It's like some people think it's not.
So
like
you come here very often?
I mean, I really want to stress that these people are not going on
They're
the
tired
show
of it, yeah.
because they can't find anyone. These are like the catches of catches that we are putting on the show.
Oh, I see now. So they're thinking, hey, you know what? They've shopped for me and potentially found me the perfect one.
Potentially,
based on
that's why
the
they could be thinking.
criteria.
Yeah, but I ask every
See
single
that, Franny?
person.
Not everyone is lucky where a chick shows up with an acoustic guitar that she wants to sell at the door of a music store 23 years ago.
Right. Oh my, well, that's a good story too. But you know what, Pete, you never know where you're going to meet your next partner, the next person in your life, right? Regardless of whether it's a friend, regardless of whether it's another relationship, a marriage, whatever that is, you don't know where that's going to come from. And this is just another avenue.
So Ed, how did you meet your wife?
Met her the summer before my freshman year in high school.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, this
High
is
school
good.
sweetheart.
Really?
Wow.
So dude, how did she feel when you had to go away on deployment?
I myself and other veterans, I'll say it all the time. I think being a spouse or a family member to somebody deployed is the absolute hardest job in the military.
Of course, they don't know if you're coming back.
My stuff was easy compared
it's like
to
law enforcement. We had Lieutenant Basio last Friday.
Yeah.
And people don't understand law enforcement. They just want to do their shift and go home to their family.
Yep.
And that may not happen. Just like being deployed. Were you able to call her when you were in Afghanistan and these other spots?
Yeah. So it was funny because I kind of spanned a really interesting time. So I joined in 97. My last deployment was 2013. I'm sorry, 2012. And just the technology changes from my first time out, you were lucky to send an email a day and then get the check it the next day, right? And then by the end, it was Skype calls every night.
Exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
And,
and now what's Skype? People are like, what's Skype?
We didn't have, look, I'm a peaceful veteran, right? I did some stuff, but I didn't get deployed. And back then we had Gamma Goats and no iPhones. So we wrote letters, wait to get back in a base. But that's interesting. From your first deployment, now you were Skyping and everything.
Yeah, and the Skype one can get you in trouble though, because I was literally on a Skype call with my wife, and we had a rocket attack come in.
Oh
my
God!
It was like she was like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "I gotta go." And shut the laptop.
Oh my gosh! And that's even the worst. Like I would like to be on the other end. And oh my God, that's the worst.
Honey, I'm sorry, but bombs are going off. But I'll be right back. Okay, give me 10 minutes.
I got to butt you in for that one for sure.
Oh yeah.
You mean from
the wife for sure? Yeah.
Don't call me when bombs are going off, honey. Okay.
Right.
But that's got to be the hardest, of course.
Yeah, sure.
And then the look on her face when you finally came home, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, them and her and the babies, and it's just you've seen the video, and it kind of goes back to what you're talking about with the Vietnam vets, right?
Yeah,
and it's just why I have such a just passionate part as far as this job goes, especially with that generation, is being able to kind of right the wrongs. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Every chance that we have an opportunity to fix something that should have been done right from the get-go, and to get them on the phone and say, hey, thank you for your service, welcome home, and just being able to give back to the generation that literally set things in place and did things that made my generation more able to be successful in warfare, right? If you think about that, they really laid down the groundwork. The lessons that they learned the hard way were passed down to us to make it, to make everything better for the post 9/11 and your generation as well.
Absolutely. I put it on the line. I was on standby, and what happened was that war was Desert Shield and Storm. As I'm waiting, they go like, listen, we're going to let you know, you might have to cut your hair and come back in. And I'm like, all right. And it was over in like 30 days.
Right.
So they were like, we don't need you. Here's your walking pay, your discharge and everything. About 2 weeks ago, I saw a picture, and it made me tear up, of my dad and his guys in Korea, because he went there my two uncles went there as well. And, you know, the recent ones are the Vietnam veterans, like I said, that I wish that they would know how many people did appreciate that they went over there and put their lives on the line.
One of the funniest ones I ever heard was, you know, veterans, we like to talk trash with each other.
Absolutely.
And everything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We had a Gulf War veteran and a Vietnam veteran. The Vietnam veteran was like, son, I've had firefights that lasted longer than your war.
Exactly. That's right. So when they told me, I was like, oh my God, I might have to go back in. Oh, okay. You know, it's not like I was skirting because I was in the reserves. I did a couple active, and that was the whole deal of it. Hey, you're going to do reserve because if we need you, we're going to yank you back. And man, I'm watching it on TV when they were like, hey, there's all this stuff work. They were having bombs going into garages going off.
Oh my God.
And they had that in Iraq or Baghdad. They were all in that, like CNN and all the newscasters were in that one building, and all the stuff was going around them. And sure enough, after 30 days, it was over. And I was like, thank God, because you know, we didn't really, I don't think we had many casualties at all.
There wasn't a lot of casualties, but there is a lot of disabilities that
because
resulted
of
the toxins, the oil fires, and all the depleted uranium. There's just a whole list of things that, you know, granted, it was a short period of time and it was a short war.
But they were there longer than the 30 days. Exactly. They were there. Like Desert Shield started about a year and a half before we actually, I think it was something like that.
It was a long shield. And
then when Storm hit, they had to stay back to police everything and deal with it. But yeah, there was a lot of bad stuff floating in the air.
That's true. Burn pits, the trash fires, the oil itself. Like I said, the uranium, like those guys got exposed to a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of disabilities out there that guys don't even know that can be connected to that exposure.
But the thing about it, it's not just the physical disabilities, it's the mental anguish, the PTSD that they witnessed and went through because, you know, everything's blowing up and you don't get to chill out. There's no relaxation. Mm-hmm. And that could go on for days. Yeah. Like, you know, no break, firefights and things like that.
And that's another thing too. Like you mentioned, like the mental health or like the anxiety or PTSD of it. One of the things I talk my guys or my clients through is, you know, think about what anxiety is or what the definition of anxiety is for the VA concerned. If it's something like it doesn't have to be a full-fledged panic attack to be like an instance of anxiety throughout the day, right? So it's like get up in the morning, the alarm clock goes off, and you're like, oh crap, here we go, and you got to hype yourself up to get out of bed, right? And then you make it out of bed, you get dressed, you go out the door, you got your bag on your shoulder. Got to grab the doorknob and go out the door. And it's things that, as veterans, that we get kind of used to that. That's just what we do. And I guess I just wanted to get that out there because if that's something that you do, there's options. There's people at the VA that you can talk to, and B, that's an actual symptom, and that's something that you should have. You should, you know, potentially look into file and claim.
Men are the worst. They don't go to their doctors. My checkup is next week, and I will tell you a story. I got out, but one of my good friends stayed in. He went to all the wars. And Franny will tell you, we had a couple of get-togethers. You know, he came here. He wound up being a brigade command sergeant major. You want to talk about a security clearance? So here's what I noticed. I call him Trick. His name is Pat. I don't think he wants his name. He's messed up. He can't hear loud noises. And a lot of things kind of bother him where he's kind of doesn't like to go to crowded places and stuff. So he's, you know, and he went high up in the food chain, but he thinks he's okay. And I said, yo, dude, you're not okay. Right. You're kind of,
typically speaking, the higher rank they get, the more difficult it is to convince them to file a claim once they get out, because they're like, no, take care of the
Well, he already had, I think he still is getting ready to get out. He's got a couple of pensions and he has this clearance and he could get a job. I mean, with so many people. But my whole point is that's why I got out. I didn't want to be him. You know, I love my country and I served, but I got out and I went back to rock and roll. Reunion, that's the word I'm having a senior moment. We did 2 reunions and I really felt sorry for him. He just, you know, he's got a great pension and he's done okay, but man, I tell you what, don't have any loud noises around him. And I definitely wouldn't pick a fight with this guy because, you know, it's not going to be a good outcome.
Yeah.
So there's too many that fall into that category where they say, well, you know, I'm okay. I might, you know, I didn't break my arm, but no, mental disease is a reality. And unfortunately, if you don't get a grip on it, you'll become a senator or a congressman or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, so.
But it truly is a pandemic in our peer group, if you will.
Right,
and it's not limited to times of service, how long they served, or anything else like that. There can be a blue million causes or triggers.
Right. I didn't go to active duty, and I get PTSD every time I watch the news. I start going into convulsions. What? No, please, no.
Well,
please.
Think about all the mental health. Forgetting, not even with veterans. Think about mental health is such an issue anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And these are people that didn't even have an ounce of the drama or that veterans went through.
Right,
so just imagine how much more.
You know what's great is you're one of them. You were deployed. You're helping them. Gordon and Partners. That's just amazing that a law firm, instead of just collecting, money for their clients, they have a division that's actually helping veterans. And it's not like you're sending them a bill. Right. I mean, do they get compensated from the government or the VA for everyone that you help?
So basically the way it works is when a client comes to us, we kind of do a full case review, figure out what they need, right?
Okay.
Now, there's a lot of firms out there that will only talk to a veteran if they have something that can be appealed, because that's where attorney fees can be driven from a fresh denial with something that can be appealed. When Bob and the partners hired me 2 years ago, that was one of the things that I wanted to be able to do was to kind of have more of a holistic approach to when we file our claims. And
You're
it's something
one of them. You're one of them.
Yeah, exactly. And I also took that from being in a VSO for so long. So what our team does is not only do we look for appeals, we also bring them in and we do kind of like a one-stop shop as far as, hey, buddy, we're going to review your medical records. You should have filed for this 15 years ago. You never did. That's on the house. We got you.
Wow.
If it's a disability that needs just a standard increase, they come to us with maybe a 10% for PTSD. And just off that conversation, I'm getting the vibe they should be like a 50 or a 70 or something like that. Like, we got you. We're going to put that in there. Also, by the way, what we're going to do is we're going to stick our paralegals and attorneys on this, and we're going to look for mistakes. So we're going to look for things that the VA didn't rate properly. And then we find what they refer to as a clear and unmistakable error, or CUE, and that sort of stuff. Now, where the kind of what supports our ability to do all of this is finding those rating decisions that have denials that we can actually appeal. And then we push that back, get the effective date as back as far as possible, get the percentage as high as possible. And then there's a 20% of just the retro. The retro comes to us. And then that's all handled directly by the VA, and all the money all the remaining goes directly to the veteran.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
We're going to take our next break and come back with Ed Monroe from Gordon and Partners.
He rocked the stage. Now he's rocking your weekend. It's Denny Artache. Fridays at 5. Your weekend starts now. And we'll be right back.
At Artachi Financial Group, we really go out of our way to make our clients feel different. Different because we're fiduciaries that work for you, not any insurance company or fee-based company that's out there. So if it's investing basics, income planning, long-term care, disability, Medicare, Social Security, how to take care of your family, succession planning for businesses, insurance products, we have it all, and we explain it to you simply. And we are fiduciaries. We do work for you, not any other company. So give us a call at the office at 561-537-5897. That's 561-537-5897. Advisory services offered through Blackridge Asset Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Securities are offered through Peak Brokerage Services, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Blackridge Asset Management, LLC, and Artachi Financial Group are separate and independent entities from Peak Brokerage Services, LLC.
Get your weekend started right. It's Fridays at 5. Local fun, fresh laughs, and feel-good vibes right here on 1450 WSTU. Here's your host, Denny Artache.
All right, we're back with Ed Monroe with Gordon and Partners, a great law firm, and talking about how they help veterans and a disability. And Ed, I'm always fearful that, every bureaucracy or company that's in for money that, hey, let's just say no 4 times and they'll just go away, And you were talking about silly claims like someone who has PTSD and they're taking these drugs and there's some side effects, and what they try and tell you there's no correlation between like a lot of these drugs for SSRI, as they call them, they create erectile dysfunction and other things, and then you say, hey, they try and stonewall you and say, well, there's no correlation between this drug and erectile dysfunction, right? Do you go through stupid things like that
every single day?
It's like, oh, really? Come here, let me show you, right?
And I would say that's probably where our attorneys shine the most, is creative secondary conditions and different things like that, right? So, it's pretty common to say if somebody's got a low back disability, like bulging disc or something like that, that they're going to develop sciatica, right? Like that's a pretty common secondary thing, but they can get even further into it. So, shout out to one of our attorneys, Sherry Stone. She's our kind of a toxic exposure guru, if you will. So she dives deep, digs into all of the different base locations, and they look for the chemicals. And then it's like, okay, well, maybe this chemical was in the water at this location. This guy developed this condition, and this condition caused this condition. And she's able to link those things through, medical opinions and research and everything else like that. And that's those secondary conditions are the ones that get denied the most, because the VA refuses to deal in common sense. It's just like to your point, like you've got a cervical spine condition.
Business,
you get a cervical spine condition, and you've got numbness and tingling in down your arm.
There's no drug without side effects. I see it on TV. They go, hey, this is the greatest drug you can take for the condition, but side effects include sudden death, paralysis, blindness, or suddenly
exploding head syndrome.
If you happen to die, please stop taking this drug.
Right.
They give you like things like that. Like, wow, that's great drug, but I might die, develop cancer, have paralysis, have sudden heart congestion.
But they're going to sell you new drugs to fill the things that
right.
you got from taking that
you're
drug.
depressed. Your drug's not working. We've got a couple more you can add to it to see if it works.
Mm-hmm.
The VA
is notorious for that.
Exactly right. You know what? I'm happy that I don't take drugs, at least not the legal ones. No, I'm just kidding. But I work hard at it by diet, exercise, and not watching too much television. So that kind of helps.
You had to throw that in there.
I had to throw it in, unless you're watching The Bachelor, of course, or any show that Marla's casting. Hey, did they ever let you do a cameo because you're the casting director?
There are shows that I was like, when I ran Extreme Makeover till it ended. Like I was the cast director of that, and I was co-producer by the end. And I was on that several times.
That was one of your favorite shows. That was one of my favorites.
Right? And Make Me a Supermodel too. We were on Make Me a Supermodel as well.
Did you do The Biggest Loser? No, that was.
I didn't do Biggest Loser.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Well.
No. But sometimes I feel like The Biggest Loser.
No way. Marla, I look forward to this show every week with you, and we were doing podcasts. We're back here on the show. This radio station's got a lot of big plans, and the owner's real serious about promoting this in many ways. I gotta stay hush hush about it, because
Oh,
I've
sure.
taken a code.
Nothing like talking on the air to
Well, I'm not going to give you the details, but
okay.
There's going to be a lot more. There's going to be a lot of expansion. Let's just put it to you like that.
Are you going to miss me next Friday?
Are you going to be gone?
There. I'm going to Cancun.
Dude, I need some PTSD drugs for next Friday. Can you hook me up on the VA?
I'm very sad.
Shit, I'm not drinking anymore. What the hell am I going to do?
Maybe I'll call in. I might make it back. I don't know. I won't make it back. I don't think I land.
Where are you going to be?
I'll be flying home from Cancun.
Oh, gee, what a rough life you have.
I know.
Sheesh, maybe you should file for disability with Gordon and Partners.
Gosh, I wish.
All right, you're going to talk all about it and all the crazy
week.
stuff.
Yes.
But listen, tomorrow, Ed, let's talk about it. Tomorrow we're raising money for the Honor Flight. Carmine will be in the house, 101-year-old veteran. I'm going to perform. A few officers and gentlemen will be doing their thing, and then they're going to continue in the speakeasy. But I think 3 hours will be enough. But I'm going to bring my guitar. We're going to have a lot of fun. Brian Mass, we do something with him every year. We usually do in the summer, but I think it's going to be October, November. And Randy and I perform, and we do stuff for veterans. He has veterans that just enlisted, and he talks to them, because Brian Mass is a great. You want to talk about a great politician? He gets my vote 100%. And this guy, talk about a wounded warrior and a great guy, period. Okay. So we do that with him. I'd like to do some shows with Gordon and Partners for veterans, because when we did that thing at VFW, didn't you get a couple people sign up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they don't know. Hey, they came to you, I don't think I'm eligible. And you're like,
Wrong.
yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are. Yep.
yeah, you are. So maybe if we do some music functions and they show up, they'll see that they can get help that they're not receiving. Can you backtrack if they were entitled?
Yeah. Sometimes every veteran's different, every claim's different, but sometimes we do find some mistakes. We've got on our social media right now, one of our other fine attorneys, Natasha Dorson, she got a huge retro. I think it went back 15 years.
Really?
Got the guy, I want to say it was close to $200,000 in retroactive benefits.
Oh my God.
Huge wins.
Wow.
All of our attorneys have had at least 3 in excess of $200,000 retros this year alone.
Are you listening out there? Go to the website. You could be rich.
That's crazy. That's amazing.
And then I'll invest the money for you and make sure it lasts for the rest of your life.
And and it's no out of pocket. It's just they get the retro.
They just get it.
They get the 20%.
Are they taxed on it? No.
No taxes.
That's great.
Nothing.
Well, look,
Wow.
they're not in good position and they deserve it. So
Absolutely.
all kidding aside, but man, if you could collect money or get some help, why wouldn't you? I don't understand it.
Right.
Oh,
You
yeah.
deserve it. If you deserve it, you really
pretty
deserve
much.
it.
I mean,
Yeah.
go to tell them the website again that they can go. It's Injured Veterans.
Yeah, injuredveterans.com.
Look at that. So simple that our Tachi even remembered it, Injured Veterans. InjuredRadioBroadcaster.com. InjuredVeterans.com.
People are going to go to the broadcaster one day. Like, he said it. He said it.
Injured Ray Thomas.
And I'll be at Double Roads with you tomorrow.
Yes,
and
we'll be at Double Roads. Show up tomorrow in Jupiter. It starts at 4:00. You can meet a 101-year-old World War II veteran. Shake his hand. Donate money for the honor flight. Get entertained. There's no cover. It plans to be a good time. So I think that cuts it. I think they're getting the hook on me right now. Hey, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week when I will be bawling my eyes out because Marla Brodsky will be having fun without me. So tune in next time, and thanks for tuning in. Make it a great weekend.
Bye.
That's a wrap on another ride through the heart of the Treasure Coast. You've been tuned into Fridays at 5, from finance to local talk and everything in between. We hope you're heading into the weekend just a little bit wiser and a whole lot more entertained. Big thanks to you for making this the best hour of the week. We'll see you next Friday, right here on Martin County's Heritage Station, 1450 WSTU. Stay safe, stay smart, and stay tuned.